So what are we working with here? Okay. We've definitely seen better quality come in here, but I think we can work some magic. Do you have the relevant information I need for the patient? Okay. Just pull up here. Alright. Do you know approximate age? Checks out. And were they like this when they came in, or did we have to do a little behind the scenes work? Okay. Any friends, family? Nothing that you could see. Okay, good. Yeah, you remember what happened to that John Doe last month. We do not need anyone trailing for obvious reasons. Okay. And then, do you know what we're looking to take here? Anything viable? Okay, great. Would love to be able to get some lungs. Have you seen the increase of market price on those? I know. All right. Should be all set here with the patient. Yeah, you're welcome to come back whenever, but I can also signal when I've collected everything and it's ready for shipping, okay? Perfect. Thank you. Alright, let me get some gloves here. And it looks like the patient is strapped down. Let me just ensure that they are secured. Okay, that zip tie looks good. And over to the other one. Okay, that looks as tight as we can get. Let's get you marked so I know where to make the appropriate incisions. Okay, I'm going to make a dot right there with the chest bone, and then we're going to make a dot right there. It's looking a little rough. I apologize for this condition. Not that you can hear me, but whatever you went through does not look pretty. Okay. Perfect. And I guess we'll see how the spleen, liver, all those are doing. Do a dot there and a dot there. Just brush away. Any debris. Nothing seems to be blocking any of the incision areas, so let's make the first cut here. Fortunately, I think it'll be fine. Again, you can't hear me, I apologize. When you're in these conditions, you sometimes aren't given the best tools, but I am very skilled in my craft and promise I will get your organs out one way or the other. This seems very sharp. Okay, let's go in. Alright, there is the first incision. And then we're going to go in here and just going to scrub away any blood and anything blocking the organ. Let's take a look now. That looks to be pretty viable. Let me get my pliers. We're just gonna go in there and see if we can get it. Okay. Bounce back is pretty good. Color's nice. Size looks a little small, but not unusable. Okay, let me put that down here on the tray. I'm gonna grab we'll get that in the cooler for shipping. That is the first incision. Let me go in here. Before I do so, actually, seems to be quite a bit of blood. More so than my usual patients, so not sure if it's the knife or my lack of sleep, but I'd like to avoid getting any blood on my face before I leave for the day, so. Perfect. We'll see if this one's a little better. Go in here, make some cuts. Okay. And just like the last time, I'm going to last time, we're going to get in there. Let's see what we can grab. Here we go. Another nice looking specimen here. Again, feel and bounce back upon touch. Looks nice. Size is looking much better. Color about the same. Not too bad given the state of the individual. And no abnormalities that I can see. Perfect. Let me put it down. Grab my tray again. And we will get you in there. All right, okay, let's see. We've got that incision, and we've got that incision. I don't know. Let me do a quick cut down here. And do a little brush back. Just as I suspected, looks a little compromised and not usable for anyone else. Fortunately, it sustained too much damage. So, we will not be extracting that one. But let me try this last incision spot over here. See if we can get anything. Clean out anything blocking. Definitely messy. I was originally wanting spaghetti for dinner, but I don't know. I'm hitting a little too close to home with this one. Alright. Let's grab the third one here. Looks a lot bigger, let's see. Ooh, perfect. Let's see here. Substantially bigger than the other two, for sure. Feels nice, a little firmer than the others, but to be expected. Color sufficient. Usability looks good, and let's see, looks a little, might just be the light. I'm gonna still ship it out. Could be a potential deformity or compromisation of the organ, but I'll let them be the judge. Perfect. You are going to have a new home soon, and I am going to have a new pool. Perfect. that we have everything in the cooler, let's get the information in so we can get these shipped. So, first one, weight of, and then a length of 7. Perfect. Next one, weight of length of, and then the last one, and a length. All right. Psst. Sean, hey, can you come in? I appreciate you waiting. So, we are all set here. Couple were not salvageable, unfortunately, so gonna take a bit of a hit for that, but I was able to get 3, so we can get those bagged up, coolant added, and then shipped. I also did put all the information into the system so we can calculate the necessary prices for sale, okay? Great. Alright, well, if you wouldn't mind taking the cooler, I'm going to kind of wrap things up and then head on out, okay? Alright, thank you so much. Alright, well, it looks like we are all done here. So I'm going to just take care of this and head on home, okay?